Reddit stories, truly the pinnacle of internal turmoil. It really makes you wonder who's right, who's wrong, why are they right, why are they wrong. So many times we ask ourselves, who is the one to side with here, who's in the right and who's in the wrong. But every once in a while, every once in a while, now and again, you get a case where it's an easy answer. You know who's right, and it's so obvious. I honestly think most of these are kind of obvious, but let's look at this. Reddit r/am I the bad person? That's not what it's called, but we keep it family friendly on this channel. My boyfriend, who is 35, it's a guy, works overnight, and every morning between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. when he's off, I'm female, asked to leave the room so he can receive a good rest. Am I selfish for not wanting to leave the bedroom when he comes in from work? He says I'm being selfish whenever I don't leave the room. He says me sleeping beside him makes the room extremely hot and that my movements wake him up. So it looks like there's only one bed in this whole house, and these two people share the same room. These boyfriend and girlfriend share the same room. She sleeps at a decent time. He gets home from like 4 a.m. and he wants to sleep 8 hours, a good 8 hours, and she will have to leave the bed for that to happen for him. Interesting. But for me, sleeping out in the living room for another few hours is uncomfortable and I hate it. It's extremely brighter than our room, as our bedroom has blackout curtains. The couch isn't big enough to lay on. It's technically a love seat, whatever that is. I'm gonna have to Google that and like show a picture, I guess. And the floor is way too hard on my body. We own an air mattress that I could sleep on, but we also have a cat that would pop that baby in an instant. The cat's the problem. You don't have a relationship problem, you have a cat problem. You can sell the cat and the air mattress and buy another bed. Problem solved. Your boyfriend doesn't have to change. Just do those things. Just sell those things. Easy. I don't know why people post their problems on Reddit if they're so easy. My goodness. Wasting my time. We also tried buying a couch, but he's not willing to contribute to purchasing a couch because I'm the one who wants it. So what do I do in this situation? I feel like it's unfair. I constantly have to sacrifice only 5 to 6 hours of sleep for myself so that he could have a peaceful 8 hours. Am I wrong in this situation? And if I am, how should I continue to go about it? First of all, I think you're using the word sacrifice incorrectly. You sacrifice all the other hours. It looks like you sleep for 5 to 10 hours just fine. And he gets to sleep a whole 8 hours. So like I said, this is easy. He's wrong. I don't know how he can feel okay with making you sleep on the floor when you hate it. That's so weird. I don't know where this comes from. Is he okay? Are you okay? Is there domestic abuse here? What on earth is going on? That's a joke. I don't think he's beating her because I don't know them. But at the same time, what the heck, man? Like sleeping on the floor every night, which is too hard on your back, just doesn't sound like it. He's got problems when you sleep together, which is fair. He says it's way too hot for him and you wake him up. And he needs a good night's sleep, that's true. But at the same time, you've got problems when you sleep in the living room. And it's uncomfortable and you hate it, and the floor is hard. If this were just a problem of what's uncomfortable and how to work this thing out, then I'd suggest maybe you could sleep earlier so he can have his 4 hours. If that's even possible, it's probably not possible. You probably get home late from work too. But it's really not the problem. The problem isn't about sleeping and whatnot. The problem is about this guy being weird, so that he asks you to hurt yourself so that he can have a good night's sleep. That's some very strange behavior. He should be more interested in like buying a fan or something so that the room is cooler. He shouldn't be so comfortable with you being in pain being the solution. 5 to 6 hours isn't that great of a rest at night. People do it, sure, but I wouldn't recommend. And he shouldn't be like, oh, you just sleep like and uncomfortable. So I can sleep 100% comfortably. This isn't really compromised at all. Each of you has a problem, but he's only really interested in fixing his problem, which is not good. He could at least be interested in contributing to the couch, but given the fact that you only have one bed in this place and your couch isn't sleepable, I'm assuming that you don't have that much money. So I can understand why he doesn't want to spend some of the little money he has on a couch. It sounds like a luxury purchase maybe, but it's not. So he should really have been more interested in working on fixing the situation by sharing it together, buying something that will make the room less hot, and I don't know, just dealing with your movement. Like he should just chill. A lot of people in the comments are just saying that, we should ban this guy, send him to the nether realm. He sucks. He's a terrible human being, a failure in everything he does in life. The comments, not me. But at the same time, I get it. But I mean, it's hard to deny that he's selfish. People are saying she should pack her bags, leave, let him keep the whole room to sleep in for himself. I don't think that's a good way to handle conflict as an adult. It feels like a very bad way to do that, being like overly aggressive about a thing and pet. But she should like sit him down genuinely and say, hey, look, you're calling me selfish, but your thing's also selfish. It only benefits you in the end. And okay, I mean, she does get to sleep 5 to 6 hours, but that's not enough. So he's selfish for trying to push forward to look for a better solution, even though it's hard. Someone here is saying that even if he was a doctor, a firefighter, and 100% caregiver of an infant, or save the world every single night, there's nothing that can justify this ask. On a serious note, this guy was like saving the world every night, then I'm sorry, you really gotta sleep on the floor. 5 or 6 hours is enough if your husband is like Superman, bro. Like, you just gotta be honest with yourself. But yeah, it's sounding like having a talk with this guy and saying, look, this just doesn't work. If this is where you're comfortable leaving things, then I can't really live here anymore. So I'm out. I gotta skedaddle to find a situation where I can be actually healthy. Well, that's enough about this. Bye.